In today's notes, we're going to be talking about, this is 1.4, so make sure you have that, make sure you have the essential question. We're talking more about multiplying polynomials. How do we multiply different types of polynomials? So we're going to talk today more about binomials. How do we multiply binomials, where in the previous lesson we're talking more about multiplying monomials. So very similar, but binomials is two terms instead of one. So let's take a look at these examples. These are the examples we're going to look at here. So first one here, number 1, x plus 6 times x plus 2. So these are both two-term expressions. So we're going to use an area model to multiply these. So I'm going to set up my area model, and we have x plus 6 times x plus 2. So first one here is going to be x times x, which is going to give me x squared. Second one here, 6 times x, that's 6x. Third area there, 2 times x, which is 2x. And lastly, 6 times 2, 12. And that's my result. So now I'm just going to write the result. Start with the highest degree, x squared. Next highest degree would be the x variables. We can combine those together. 6x plus 2x is 8x. And finally, we have the constant of plus 12. And that is the result. Next one we'll look at here, go down here with a little bit more space, is negative 2 times 3x plus 4 times x minus 3. So we notice we have a constant here that's leading. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and distribute that into that first binomial. I'm going to write the result down here. So negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x, and negative 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. So I've distributed that negative 2, and then the second binomial still stands as times x minus 3. Now, we're going to multiply this one the same exact way as we did the previous one. We're going to set up an area model to multiply. So we have x, negative 6x, and then minus 8, and x minus 3. Okay, so first one here, we're going to have 6x times x, so that's going to give me x squared. Next one, we're going to have negative 8 times x, negative 8x. Next one here, negative 6x times negative 3, which is positive 18x. And lastly, negative 8 times negative 3 gives us positive 24. So we're just going to write our result, highest degree first. Oops, so x squared. Next highest degree of the x variables, we're going to combine those like terms together. So 18x minus 8x is 10x, so plus 10x, and we have a plus 24 constant. That's our answer. Let's look at number 3. Come down here. So we have two binomials. So once again, I will set up a 2 by 2 area model. First binomial, 2x squared minus 5. Second one, 3x minus 1. So first area here, 3x times 2x squared is 6x cubed. Next one, 3x times negative 5 is minus 15x. Bottom left, negative 1 times 2x squared is negative 2x squared. And lastly, negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5. So the result is highest degree, 6x cubed. Next highest degree, minus 2x squared. Next, minus 15x. And lastly, plus 5. And that's your result. Let's look at number 4 here. So this one we have a binomial, times a trinomial. So if I have a binomial times a trinomial, I'm going to set up a 2 by 3 area model. 2 by 3. See how that works? Zoom out a little bit. Okay, let's write it down. So our trinomial needs to go on top because that's where the 3 spots are. So the trinomial is x squared minus 5x plus 4. The binomial is x plus 3. So now you can see that we have 6 individual areas that we need to figure. So let's start. X times x squared is x cubed. Next one, negative 5x times x is minus 5x squared. Next, 4 times x is plus 4x. 3 times x squared is plus 3x squared. Next, 3 times negative 5x minus 15x. And lastly, 3 times 4 is positive 12. Let's go ahead and highlight some like terms here. So let's see. X cubed, that is the only term there. We have x squareds. There's another x squared we can combine. We can combine those. We have negative 15x and positive 4x. We can combine those. And we have a constant of plus 12. And there's nothing else we can combine there. So let's go ahead and write our answer. Highest degree, so x cubed. So let's combine these. So 3x squared minus 5x squared is minus 2x squared, negative 2x squared. Negative 15x, add 4x is negative 11x. And lastly, we have a constant of positive 12. Let's go ahead and check out number 5 here. That'll be our last written example there. Again, we have a binomial times a trinomial. So we're going to set it up the same way we did the last one. I'm going to come down here where I have some more space. So put 3 spots on the top again and 2 on the side. So 2x minus 3 is my binomial. The trinomial, negative 4x squared minus 5x positive 3. Alright, let's go ahead and calculate this guy. So 2x times negative 4x squared is minus 8x cubed. 2x times negative 10x is minus 10x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x. Bottom left, negative 3 times negative 4x squared is positive 12x squared. Negative 3 times negative 5x is positive 15x. And negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. Like terms, we have negative 8x cubed. There are no other x cubed terms. We do have a couple of x squared terms, so we can combine those together. We do have some x terms, 15x and 6x can be combined together. And the constant of negative 9 is just kind of hanging out by itself. So let's write our final answer. Highest degree first, so negative 8x cubed. Next, we can add these together. So 12x squared minus 10x squared is positive 2x squared. 15x plus 6x is 21x. And a constant of minus 9. And that's your answer. So that's using area models to multiply polynomials that have more than one term. So binomial.